Hello, goodbye.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the 3A Transformers Dark of the Moon STARSCREAM. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. I need to move him off to the side because this box is very large. And as you can see right up front, we just have a big profile shot there of Screamer. On the top of the box, we just have Decepticon symbol there, Transformers. On this side of the box, nothing. On the bottom of the box, we have Transformers. On the other side of the box, you just have the rest of the picture there. On the back of the box, it just says Transformers. And you have tech specs there for Screamer, if that interests you. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have STARSCREAM, another fantastic piece from 3A, in my opinion. Just another gorgeous, gorgeous figure. Very well done, incredibly detailed. Just looks like he leaped right off the screen. I love these figures, I love them. So let's get a closer look here so we can take a look at everything that's going on here, because there's a lot going on here. But first, let's take a look at that head sculpt. A wonderfully, wonderfully done head sculpt. I love that the silver just looks kind of, dinged up and dingy and dirty, and now he's been through some battles here, some scraps, and very nicely done. Love the gold around the back of the head, some gold on the forehead, on the mouth. He does have a little Decepticon symbol right there on his forehead. But yeah, very nicely done head sculpt. Even his neck, I don't know if you can see in there, but even his neck has tons of detail. The chest, again, really nicely done. He has all of his Cybertronian tattoos, which I personally liked on him. Again, you got some more of that gold in there. Got the cockpit there, the jet cockpit. Very nice transparent plastic. But yeah, super, super detailed. This is a lot of stuff going on here. These bits right here are made of a rubbery material here, so you don't have to worry about breaking them. There's actually a lot of this on this toy, which is a good thing because, there's, since a lot of these pieces are kind of thin, it's good that they're made of that rubbery material, so you don't have to risk breaking anything, which is very nice. And coming down the body, again, lots of detail. Look at all that lining in there, all that molded detail in here. These gold bits right here, again, are that rubbery material. And yeah, this all around very cool. Tons of detail going on here. And just fantastically done, in my opinion. Big old feet. Again, lots of detail. Just going up the back of the leg here. Again, tons of detail going on here. Very, very cool. Again, these back pieces right here, again, that's soft material, so you don't have to worry about breaking that. Got the big thrusters here, again, really nicely detailed. Very nicely done. Even the intakes in there. All the Cybertronian tattoos. Looks tremendous. Even the Decepticon symbol here is molded in to the wing. It's quite nice. And looking at his arms here, we'll take a close look at his arms. Just again, so you can take a look at all that detail. We have these rubber hoses here, which are nice. These pieces right here also are rubber. Going down his arms, we got some more of this rubber tubage going on here. His big claws, which again, wonderfully detailed. On this arm, he does have the little Gatling gun on his arm, which again, wonderfully, wonderfully done. And yeah, all around, just incredibly, incredibly detailed figure. So now, let's talk about articulation. Now, articulation-wise, the base of the neck is on a ball joint, so you can get some good wiggly, waggly, wiggly, waggly there. You can look up a good bit. You can look down, get full 360-degree rotation there. The arms can go up that far before things get in the way. You can go back that far. These shoulder pieces here can move up and down, as this piece here can also rotate from side to side because reasons. This fin right here is on a ball joint. This is packed separately. Just pop it onto that ball joint there, so you can kind of wiggle these around if you want to. You do have rotation at the arm right up here. The arm can move out. Of course, you can move this up to accommodate. The arm can move out that far. Right there, again, you have that rotation right there. The shoulder, there is a hinge right here that can move the whole shoulder section forward if you want to. These bits right here are on a ball joint, so you can wiggle those around if you wish. Elbows, you have 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. And you do also have rotation at the forearm. Of course, it's limited to how far these hoses will allow it to go, but you get a good range of movement. The hands can rotate. Again, they are hindered by the tubage here, and also these pieces right here basically stop the wrist rotation at a certain point, but they rotate as much as they need to. You also have a hinge here that allows the hands to move in and out. He has fully posable hands. His thumbs, he has two thumbs, I guess. His thumbs are on ball joints right here, as well as a hinge right there. Each finger is on a hinge at the base that can also rotate, and you also have a hinge right there in the middle of the finger. Do be careful with his fingers, because the tip of his finger and this part right here of the knuckle is kind of sharp, so be careful with that, because I've kind of stabbed myself a couple times with that part of his knuckle there, so be careful with that. But all of the fingers are articulated in both of his thumbs, so you got that going on. He does have waist rotation, which gives you a decent amount of movement there. As far as his legs go, they're on a nice ratchet. They can move forward that far, can move back about that far. You can push it further. Again, these pieces back here will kind of move themselves out of the way for you, but about back that far comfortably. Outward, you can do the full splits. You do have rotation there at the thigh, which is also ratcheted. All this here is ratcheted movement. This knee, his first knee, can straighten out all the way, can bend up that far, so you have a nice range of movement there on his first knee. And this little knee pad here can just move up and down a bit. His second knee can straighten out all the way and can bend that much. As far as the feet go, they can move down. They can't really move up because all this stuff here just gets in the way, but they can move down. They can rotate. Again, you want to be careful with just kind of bumping things into each other, and you also do have some ankle tilt. You can see these pieces right here are on hinges. You can move them up and down if you want to. Now, if you notice, these little clear pieces on the bottoms of his feet, they just peg right in. And these are just to give him a more stable base. He can stand just fine without them, but this just gives him more of a base to stand on. And I prefer to keep these on his feet just so, there's no unnecessary strain on his toes there. But, if you want to leave these off, you can. He can stand just fine without them. So, there you go. I think we have covered all the articulation. Actually, no, we have not covered all the articulation. He has articulation on his back. That's right, his back has articulation as well. We need to come back here, because the thrusters can actually pull out. You can see they're on double hinge here. They can pull out, and you can kind of move these up and down if you want to, right there. And these little back bits right here, these little back fins, can move up and down, and they can swing in and out if you need them to. So you got that going on. So his butt flaps have articulation as well. Oops, that fin popped off again. It's just on a ball joint. Just pop it right back on. So there you go. I think we've covered everything that moves on this toy. I think we did. Oh, the other fin popped off too. Hey, come on. Work with me, guys. Work with me. All right. Get him standing here again. Alrighty. Now, as far as accessories go, he just includes his missile arm here, which again is very nicely done, nicely detailed. He even has his two thumbs there, which are on ball joints and have that hinge right there, so they are posable. And you got the missiles there, done in a nice metallic green with the yellow. And the big knives of murder death right there. Pretty cool. And this can also rotate right here at the base. It's like a soft ratchet. So you kind of angle that however you want. And to attach this, you just take Screamer's arm and you just pop it off. Just give it a tug. Come on. Come on. Let me undo the hoses. The hoses are keeping it on, but you do want to undo these hoses right there. Just plug into either side. Come on. There we go. Just pop his arm off there. It's a little stiff. You stand, Screamer. You stand. There we go. And then you just pop the new arm on. Out of the way. Get in there. Come on. Come on. There you go. Just pop that in. And then you just take little hoses here. And they do go a certain way. If you can see here, the ports, one is higher than the other. So you want to make sure you have this lined up. You can see how that's oriented. So you just want to make sure that you have the right side plugged into the right side. So just get all that lined up. Come on. Work with me, man. Work with me. He does want to work with me. You know why? Because he's evil. And he works with no one. There we go. We got that. There you go. So now he has his missile arm. Again, you can take that, rotate it however you want, have it oriented however you wish. It still retains all the articulation there. So that's pretty cool if you want that going on right there. Now he also does have light up features. We come back up here to his noggin. You just pop off the top of his skull here. And you can see the battery compartment is right in there. It takes 3 AG1 batteries, which are not included. You will have to get those yourself. But you have the on-off switch right there. And when you turn it on, boop, you get some nice red LEDs. That's glow in there. Let's pop his head back on. There you go. So you got nice red evil eyes glowing at you. So that's pretty cool right there. And there is one more light up feature. And the other light up feature is on his back. Look at all that detail. Look at it. It looks amazing. I'm sorry. I had to gush a little bit there. But the other light up feature is back here. And now you want to remove this little bit right here, and they give you these little tweezers here. And there are little notches on either side, and you just grab a hold, pull it out, and that just comes right out. And here is your battery compartment. And again, it takes another 3 AG1 batteries, which are not included. And your on-off switch is right here. When you flick it on, boop, boop, right there, you get some nice bright blue LEDs there in those thrusters. And that looks really, really cool. Very cool. Nice bright blue, just lights that up really, really nicely. So you got that going on right there. Just pop that back on. So yeah, you got that going on right there. So now let's do some comparisons. So here he is with Leader Class STARSCREAM. Just so you can see how they look together. So there you have that.
Decepticons will crush the Autobots.
Anyway. And here he is with the 3A Optimus Prime. So you can see how they look together. Shorter than Prime, as he should be. So you got that going on. And here he is with the Boss Man. Here he is with 3A Megatron. So you can see how they look together. And they definitely look good together. Just fantastic pieces, in my opinion, anyway. So there you go. And one other thing to mention, if you want him to have a little bit of extra height, you can just straighten his legs all the way out. That will give him that little bit of extra height there, if you want to. Totally up to you. But he's supposed to have the chicken legs going on there. The proper way, but hey, as always, your toy, display it however you wish. But there you go. Another fantastic piece from 3A, in my opinion anyway. I absolutely love these. I don't know why it took me so long to get into these, but you know what? I'm glad I did because I am absolutely loving these figures. I love them. As I said at the top of the video, you know, they're just super detailed, super accurate. They just look amazing. And I don't even care that it doesn't transform, mainly because it saves me the shoulder and back pain from having to transform something this big on camera, so yay! And of course there are people who, you know, don't like the movie stuff, don't like Transformers that don't transform, and hey, that's fine, as always, your taste or your taste, absolutely nothing wrong with that. Me personally, I absolutely love these figures, I'm digging them, and my only regret is that I got into these so late, but, you know, I'm glad that I'm finally into them because I am loving them. Very, very cool figures, really dig them. So there you go. So if you would like this or any of 3A's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my Transformers Movie Toys playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the 3A Transformers Dark of the Moon STARSCREAM, and this is EmGo's saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Big Geek, be proud, palm in your face. So, what are we going to do today, Lord Megatron?
The same thing we do every day, Starscream. Try to take over the world.
Nah.
What's so funny?
No, that just reminded me of this show, The Humans Watch. It's about these two mice who try to take over the world. That's kind of like us. Screamer and the Megs. The Screamer and the Megs. The Screamer and the Megs. One is a tyrant, the other just begs. To prove their evil worth, they'll overthrow the earth. The Screamer and the Megs, 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 Megs. You're going to kill me, aren't you?